Hey, good morning, everybody. Brannon Beliso here. How you doing on this Tuesday? Tuesday. We've got spring camp going on in one location. I'm preparing all of my presentations for It's Time Live. We got a big group coming in from Germany, Geneva. We have them coming from Canada, Virginia, Oklahoma, from all over the world and all over the country to hang out with myself and my special guest, Sam On. Sam On is a financial investor and a single school owner, small school, about 100 students, I believe, and he is a multi-millionaire. So he's going to teach small school owners how you can be a millionaire too with just owning one school. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about the small school owner. Our industry, the majority of our industry is made up of the small school owner. And that's who I cater to. That's who I mentor. That's who I consult. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about the small school owner. I own 2 locations. You know how well we did last year, $1.8 million. I couldn't tell you how to run 14 locations, but I definitely have mastered the ability to run a small school really, really well. And that small school has blossomed into 976 students between 2 locations, but I would still consider myself a small school owner. Hey, what's happening, Sal Lorenzo from Las Vegas? Sal, Letitia, lots of people coming on. Can't look at the phone while I'm driving, though. So I'm going to congratulate Andy and Hesker Mishkin out of Maine. They're one of my clients, my friends. They're actually my students now, studying Kenpo. They are at 111 students in 5 short months of opening their doors. 111 students. 111. And I'd like to say I had a little bit of effect on that. Just a little bit. But I'm so proud of them. I'm so grateful to be able to help somebody fulfill their purpose, their dream. They never owned a school before. They're black belts. They had taught at another school. This is their first business like this. And it's just so inspiring. It's inspiring to me because working with school owners, you know, you never know if your philosophies, if your ideology, if the systems, if everything you believe in works until somebody gives you the opportunity to apply it. Now, I get to work with many small school owners from around the world, as far as Germany, Australia, Canada. I work with a lot of different school owners and predominantly small school owners. That's what I cater to. That's where my mindset is. And I think one of the most ludicrous things somebody can tell you as a small school owner is stop teaching. Stop teaching. No, I think if anything, as a small school owner, if you want to step up your game, you're going to need to teach better. You're going to need to teach more. And as Alex Chango said, and I agree with him, you know, don't be afraid of hard work. I know the guys that got multi-schools that, you know, are vacationing all the time or in their schools 1 hour a week. They'll brag about that. And, you know, I brag about that too now. I don't have to be in my schools. My schools can run without me. I choose to be in them because I like being a lead by example leadership. I like being present in my schools. So you'll find me in San Francisco once every 2 weeks. You'll find me in Millbrae a couple hours, you know, when my kids have classes. My kids go Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So you'll find me there. And I happily step up for my team so they can get time off. All of those things. I love being a martial artist. I love teaching. And I bet you do too, right? Hey, Michael. Shihan, sir. How are you, Shihan? Ken. Deborah. Good morning, Deborah. Peter. Good morning, sir. Joseph, good morning, sir. You know, so I love teaching. And it's just kind of odd to me because I found myself on the mat. I found success on the mat. I found discipline on the mat. I found confidence on the mat. I became a state champion on the mat when I was a kid. You know, so why would I stop doing that? At 55, I've done martial arts my whole life. I love the martial arts. I will continue to practice the martial arts, and I will teach when I want to teach versus having no freedom because I have to teach. You feel me? So I am all about the small school owner, and that's why I'm able to help somebody like Andy and Hesker go from 0 to 111 students in 5 months. Talk to them. Centerpoint Martial Arts, they're living proof that service is the new profit, that my way of thinking can really be effective if we share the same values. I'm very adamant about that. If we don't share the same values, then nothing I say to you will work. Nothing I say to you will be of value. You feel me? You feel me? Hey, what's up, Walter? Walter Dean Vargas. Lyle, sir. Ken, good morning, good morning. So, I just want to share that. I'm all about the small school owner. You make up the majority of our industry, the majority. But I'll happily share with you what I learned from big businesses. I was at Facebook last Friday teaching. I will tell you what I've learned, when I spoke at Microsoft, when I spoke at Barclays Global, when I was at UCSF doing a team building workshop. I am constantly learning from the big boys and applying their principles to small businesses. That, I think, is one of the biggest parts of my success. I truly, truly believe that, is that I seek information outside our industry. I create information that doesn't exist in our industry. A lot of people running around with no contracts, belt fees, upgrades, but how many of them are making the kind of money we are? Not many, right? Not many. So I'm happy to share that. I want to make that difference. Because I really believe if what we're teaching you makes sense across the board as consultants, how come the majority of the industry, the small school owner, is not as profitable as they deserve to be? Why? Tell me. Bless me. Why? Because I think the information doesn't apply to you all the time. It doesn't. So really, if you're a small school owner right now, my best piece of advice to you, if you're struggling with 100, 150 students, teach better. Teach more. Start building that team. But work longer hours, work more hours, work harder hours, but work efficiently, work smart, work with a clear vision, work with a clear action plan, and every day take little baby steps to fulfill that. You feel me? It'd be ludicrous for me to tell you with 100 students to stop teaching. Odds are it's a personality-driven business. Odds are you're not deep on the bench. Odds are you don't have the financial resources to stop teaching. So it's easy for me or somebody that's making that kind of money with multiple schools to say, hey, stop teaching. That's the key to your success. Work on the 20, not the 80. Well, you know what? I don't have anybody to work on the 80. I have to work on the 80. I have to work on the 20. I have to do it all. I used to work 17-hour days when I opened my first school. And I would clean the floors at night. I would do guerrilla marketing, hanging flyers on telephone poles, laundromats, because I couldn't afford to run an ad. I did demos anywhere and everywhere we could. I remember doing a kickboxing Taibo demo in the middle of Nordstrom's in like the lingerie section on this little tiny platform. Yes, we did. You know what I mean? I'm willing to do what it takes to be successful because successful people find a way. Unsuccessful people make excuses. Unsuccessful people look for the easy way. There's no easy path to success. Whoever said success was easy? No way. But we do want to work more efficiently. So if you're a young school owner or a school owner that's struggling with only about 100 to 150 students, I'm going to advise you work harder, work smarter, work more efficiently, and recognize, get on a budget. I can't tell you how many school owners I work with are not on a budget. Get on a budget, stick to your budget, stay on your budget. And anything that you make, do everything you can past your livable wage, what it takes for you to live and survive. Put every bit that you profit back into that business. Every bit, you put it back into your business. Every bit. And if you're not on a budget, then you won't know what your expenses are. You won't know. If you don't have a clear vision and a clear action plan, you're just based upon emotion, knee-jerk reaction, just throwing money out left and right on these things, looking for the magic bullet. Oh, that sounds good. Let me buy that program. That doesn't really fit my values 6 months into it, and then you dump it. Oh, let me just throw, $3,000 on this Halloween candy thing in the mall. Oh, did I say that? Somebody did. You just don't do these things based upon emotion. They're not random. They're well thought out. I say no all the time to different advertisers looking for me to advertise with them all the time. And they all claim they have the magic bullet. Oh yeah, you get this ROI and you get this. That's just not true. Marketing varies from city to city. Marketing I do in San Francisco, Facebook ads work. Here in Millbrae, 22,000 don't work at all. At all. So marketing, it's not a one size fits all. It just isn't. So you feel where I'm going with this? I'm all about you, the small school owner. That's where my heart is. That's where my soul is. I cut my teeth in my grandma's coffee shops, as a small business owner. My dad owned a martial arts school for over 50 years, and God bless his soul, he's got 100, some odd students, but he's happy with that. That works for him, but he's still, I would consider a successful small business owner. He's been able to live, own a building, go on his vacations, all with one little school and 100 some odd students. So see, that's the other thing I've learned about being a small business owner. Nobody can tell me what success is for me. Only I can determine that. Only you can determine that. So be mindful. There's so much information now, so much information because of the internet, so much information. And who do you choose? Who do you listen to? Well, if you got very clear values, you got a very clear purpose, you know what your action plan is, you know what you want your business to look like in 3 to 5 years, you will find the mentor to satisfy that. You will truly find the mentor to satisfy that. But if you do not, then you continue to be challenged. Cool? Are we good? Are we good? Hey, a lot of people coming out this weekend. Lots of people coming out to It's Time Live. And I'm grateful to my sponsors, Rainmaker Membership Systems and Vision USA. They'll all be there backing me up, and I'm grateful for that. You know, I sing a different song than most people in our industry. I know that. And I'm okay with that, because I will stand up for you, the small school owner, each and every day, trying one school at a time, one person at a time, helping you be successful. Because I believe the majority, the 90% of the industry that isn't making the money they deserves to make that money. You really, really do. And I'm committed to that. You are my purpose. You are my passion. And that's who I serve. I serve the small school owner. So I salute you, Andy and Hester Michigan, with 111 students in 5 months. Service is a new profit. Go to brannonbeliso.com/itstime/live. 3 spots left. 3 spots open up for this Saturday. I hope to see you then. Until we talk again, you go out there and live your best life.